Chapter 26. Milam and Carrion were in the middle of clashing. Carrion, hey Milam, what's up with the declaration of war? Milam said nothing and smiled at him. Carrion, don't tell me you're being controlled or something. If that's true, it's rather disappointing. If I don't beat you at your best, then I'll never be able to prove that I'm the strongest of the demon lords. A light enveloped Carrion as he transformed. Carrion, behold, what you're seeing is my unique skill, its royal beast form, for I am the Beast King Carrion, the Beastmaster. Milam chuckled a bit. Carrion, it's too bad, but I can't let you leave now that you've seen this form. Believe me when I say it's not personal. I'm done holding back, it's time to end this. Milam, hey, Carrion, this is where you and I part ways. Beast roar. The attack enveloped Milam and it seemed like it had her caught until one word was uttered. Rimuru, Azathoth. Carrion's attack was devoured as if it had entered a black hole. When it dispersed from Milam, she was in her stampede mode, and she flew beside Rimuru. I could have used the anime version of her battle form, but I thought the manga was way more badass, but that's just me. Carrion recalled what Milam said about the only one who could stand beside her would. Carrion, huh, so it's like that, is it? Rimuru, believe me when I say it's not personal. Rimuru instantly flew over Carrion's kingdom. Carrion, my eyes couldn't keep up with him. Rimuru raised his hand as he charged Azathoth. Rimuru, but blood is thicker than water. Rimuru aimed Azathoth down and devoured Carrion's entire kingdom. Nothing but a crater was left behind. Carrion was shocked but had no time to react to that as Milam attacked him and laughed. Milam, not bad, it's been ages since my arm stung like that, but sadly I'm afraid it's nothing in comparison to Big Brother's attacks. Still, it's only fair that I find a way to repay you. Magicils seemed to gather to Milam as she charged her attack. Milam, Drago Nova. Though there was no kingdom for it to destroy, the attack still pierced the crater and mountains, leaving behind a molten hellscape where it hit. Carrion, they're on another level. Yes, Milam and even Rimuru just might be. Frey appeared behind Carrion and had a knife to his neck. Frey, might be what I'd love to know your thoughts, Lord Carrion. Carrion, the Sky Queen Frey, is that you? Frey, yes, naturally. Carrion, ah, how annoying. Frey, what? Come now, that's just hurtful, and here I was hoping we could have a nice talk. Frey lifted Carrion's neck as she seemingly slit his throat. Rimuru used Azathoth on his falling body before it hit the ground, and immediately after that all three of them fled the scene. Rimuru, okay, we're away from that bug's prying eyes now. Milam, Big Brother, how did I do? Did you like my performance? I was amazing, wasn't I? Milam said this while holding Rimuru's arm and jumping up and down. Rimuru, yes, you did great and I'm very proud of you. I'm glad you reached out to Frey like how I asked. Rimuru said while patting Milam's head, much to her joy. Frey, so this is the elder brother you told me so much about. Milam, yeah, isn't he amazing? Rimuru, I hope Milam hasn't been bothering you too much going on about me. Frey, I was more surprised than anything else. I never believed Milam to take an interest in boys, and suddenly she asks me how to make them happy. Rimuru, how sweet. Milam, Frey, Milam said, slightly embarrassed. Frey, I must say I'm curious though, what happened to Carrion? Rimuru, I made it so he's trapped but not hurt, and I told him the entire plan to take down Clayman. I'll need you to look after him. In the meantime he should be up to speed. Frey, I suppose if I must. Rimuru then manifested Carrion into reality. He did not look pleased. Carrion, I'm glad my kingdom is seemingly intact in wherever I was, but you could have at least told me the plan earlier. Rimuru, I told you you were my ally, you should have trusted me more is all, and I knew that Milam might get reckless and destroy more than necessary. Everyone, except Milam, wore expressions that acknowledged he had made a good point. Rimuru, look, this will work out fine. I just need your help to tell the Beastketeers the plan so they don't do anything reckless. Carrion, why the sudden interest in Clayman? Rimuru, I do plan to become a demon lord, but I wanted a good excuse to start, and Clayman's instigation of Falmouth is as good a reason as any. It doesn't matter if the attack was feeble, it's the intent behind it that must be dealt with accordingly. Carrion laughed. Carrion, well, I guess I have no reason not to trust you yet, and I would like to see the look on Clayman's face. Count me in on this plan of yours, and don't worry, I'll set them straight. Rimuru smiled back at him. Rimuru, excellent. Milam looked excited. Milam, Big Brother, does this mean now's the time? Rimuru, yes, I'll declare myself a demon lord. Once that was done, Rimuru wasted no time in flying back to Tempest at a decent speed. Rimuru, sure, I can teleport, but flying's got its own fun. Rimuru landed in the plaza and was immediately greeted by Seal. Seal, I take it your outing went well. Rimuru, don't act like you don't know. Rimuru said smugly. Seal, I seem to recall a certain master of mine desiring for me not to know everything about what he does. Rimuru, Seal, please don't do this right now. Seal, what was it he desired? Rimuru, Seal, privacy. Rimuru, I walked right into that one. Seal, you ran into that one master. Rimuru, I take it the harvest festival went without a cinch. Seal, it went perfectly, master, though what else can be expected when you place me in charge of it? Rimuru, that's great to hear. Well, we have 4 days until the meeting with the other nations. I suppose I'll spend that time greeting everyone. A shame I missed Azrael. I hope that doesn't affect her negatively. Seal couldn't help but release a small chuckle at those words. Seal, I'm sure she'll be fine. When night fell, Rimuru headed to his room and was approached by Chloe. Rimuru, hey Chloe, how are you adjusting to your body? Chloe, it suits me well and I'm glad to have it. Rimuru, great, because Luminous will not be happy the next time I see her, but if you appreciate it, it's worth it. Chloe, you're always so thoughtful, sensei. Rimuru, well, I just think you deserve it. Chloe, also, sensei. Chloe cast a sultry glance at Rimuru, her eyes glimmering with a mix of mischief and allure. Chloe, if you wanted to try this body of mine, you would only need to ask. Rimuru's eyes widened at her boldness, but then he smiled at her. Rimuru, absolutely not. Chloe looked surprised at his blunt response. Chloe, but why not? Rimuru, Chloe, you are a beautiful young girl and I appreciate everything you did for me, but even with that body and those memories, you're still technically 10 years old. Chloe, sensei, that's silly, I'm no child in body or mind. Rimuru's head turned as he blinked, he could only hear speaking in child form. Chloe, there's no need to treat me like a kid, I'm not a little girl anymore. Rimuru, my decision is final on this, please don't take it personally. Rimuru was then embraced from behind by Seal. Seal, what master means to say is he has no interest in brats. Rimuru, Seal, that's not what I. Chloe, it's fine, I understand and it's reasonable from a certain point of view, I've waited this long, surely 8 more years won't hurt. Seal, well, look who's maturing, acting mature for once. Rimuru, Seal, master asked me if I'm sorry and demand I answer honestly. Rimuru, seriously, Seal, please, I request that you do. Chloe, it's fine, good night both of you. Chloe left. Seal, well, now that the riffraff's gone. Rimuru, yeah, I know, to the bedroom and invite Shion and Shuna while you're at it. Seal, understood. Rimuru, Shizu is already there, I assume. Seal, wouldn't stop her. Rimuru, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you've definitely grown a soft spot for her. Seal, it's your imagination. Rimuru, really? Seal, chalk it up to my mood being better now that an annoyance is not here. Rimuru, fair enough on your part. The 4 days went by in a flash. After Rimuru declared himself a demon lord, he was able to explain to the Beastkeeters what really happened easily, and Carrion's message of assurance on what was really going on, they were agreeable to him. Soon a visitor came desperately seeking an audience with Rimuru. Fuse. Rimuru, oh hey Fuse. Fuse, I got here as fast as I could in accordance with the security pact between Bloomend and Tempest. Rimuru, well, it's nice to know we have caring allies. Fuse, I see everyone is trying to hide their grief behind revenge. I can only imagine what cruel things those Falmouth bastards did. Rimuru, while I agree with what you said about Falmouth. Fuse, it's not much, but I brought 50 fully armed soldiers with me and they're prepared for the worst. Falmouth's main army doesn't seem to have arrived yet, but fortunately the King of Bloomend has also sworn to mobilize the knights in his army. Rimuru, Fuse, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down for a minute. Fuse, oh forgive me, did you already have a plan or something? Rimuru, well, you're close, I had a plan. Fuse, did it not go so well? Are there some parts you would prefer to keep secret? Rimuru, I greatly appreciate your concern about my nation, it really proves what a great ally you are, but the fight's basically over. Fuse, sorry, what was that again? How's it basically over? Rimuru, you're gonna have to take what I'm about to tell you with a grain of salt, but know that it's all true. Fuse looked at Rimuru in anticipation. Rimuru, the entire Falmouth army that attacked us was utterly wiped out by the Tempest Empire's forces with ease. It took Fuse a moment to process what Rimuru just said and accept it as reality. Rimuru, show the soldiers to the inn, I bet they'll be surprised knowing they expected a hellscape war and now they come to a vacation. Rimuru couldn't help but chuckle at his own wit. Fuse, hold on, I've got more questions for you. Rimuru, hold that thought, we have more visitors. Fuse, besides us. Rimuru, It would seem so. Rimuru and Seal came to greet Gazelle. Gazelle, hello there Rimuru, well meet, I heard you're a demon lord now. Rimuru, the excellence of your intelligence unit is only rivaled by your timing, we were just having a meeting to discuss our next course of action. Gazelle, how fortunate is your ally, it's best that I also take part in this meeting. Rimuru, that would be great though I'd hope someone else might have as much tact as you. Rimuru said as he looked at the group of hooded figures. Gazelle, who are you people, show yourselves. Herald, well those are some bold words for a king that likes to hide underground, though I'd expect nothing less from you. What is shocking is that a coward like you would ever back a demon lord. Gazelle, ah yes, if it isn't the descendant of elves that loves to live in ridiculously high places, what's wrong, was the air too thin up there in your divine city, though with that body it's unlikely. Herald, why yes, you have an excellent eye, it was made using an artificial human, homunculus is perfect when you're meeting a demon lord and want to be careful. Gazelle, allow me, these people come from the sorceress dynasty of Sarian, I see you haven't changed. Herald. Herald, neither have you. Gazelle, pray tell, who's your new friend? Surely there's someone of great importance if they were able to notice me. Rimuru, I'm Rimuru, Tempest, boy of the forest, ruler of the Jura Tempest Empire, the demon lord you were so cautious about meeting. How are you on this fine day? Herald, that's enough, it's you, the seductive demon lord, how dare you take my daughter? Rimuru, I'm afraid you're mistake. Herald, well I hope you made your peace, villain. Herald began the chant for a high-output explosion spell. Rimuru, Seal, understood. Seal cancelled the spell with a snap of the fingers. Herald, what? Before he could do anything else, Herald was whacked by Eren's wand. Eren, Dad, you can't just go around exploding things, be lucky cancelling the spell is all they did. Herald, oh Eren, thank goodness you're alright sweetie. Eren, yeah of course I'm alright, I'm here of my own free will, dummy. Herald, oh that's wonderful to hear, I do apologize when I received a report saying that my daughter had been taken by the same demon lord that had seduced Shizu Izawa away to live in his nation, needless to say, I panicked a little. Rimuru, is that seriously what people are saying happened? Seal, Master, that's exactly what happened. Rimuru, Seal, not now. Seal, Gazelle, I see you're still an overprotective father. Herald, I am not overprotective, I'm merely looking out for my daughter, my sweet little Princess Tilda. Gazelle, do you even hear yourself? Oh well, that's a father for you I suppose. Eren, I'm sorry Rimuru, this extremely stupid man is. Seal, Herald Grimwald, the Archduke of the Sorcerer's Dynasty of Sarian and your father, we were aware of this fact upon first meeting you. Eren, you knew the whole time. Rimuru, our intelligence agency is unmatched. Rimuru said as he winked at Seal, who smiled proudly. Herald cleared his throat. Herald, leader of the Jura Forest Empire and boy of the forest, it's nice to meet you. You seem well informed, but allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Archduke of the esteemed Sorceress Dynasty Herald Grimwald. By all means, feel free to call me Herald though. Rimuru, of course, so please tell me the reason for your visit aside from the assumption that I seduced your daughter. Eren looked embarrassed of her father while Herald chuckled. Herald, well there may have been another reason, I wanted to see what could keep Eren away from me for so long. She and her companions have quite attached to you. I would also like to put a face to the ambiguous reputation, so I have decided I will also be taking part in this meeting of yours, with your permission that is. Rimuru, ambiguous as this reputation of mine is, it seems that it's led me to gain a bit more respect or fear, it's hard to say, regardless it's much better than last time. After introductions were made, Veldora arrived quite late. Veldora, sorry I'm late, I'm here now. Seal once again had her cold glare with a shade over her eyes. Seal, do you truly think so highly of yourself that you believe it's satisfactory to arrive late? Veldora, and no I just. Seal, just sit. Veldora, yes ma'am, Veldora said as he shakingly sat down straight, staring at the floor. Rimuru, what have you done to that man? Seal, what didn't I do is a more precise answer, master. Rimuru, okay then. Gazelle, Rimuru, does he work with you? I haven't seen him before. Rimuru, this is my sworn brother Veldora Tempest, you may also know him as the Storm Dragon. The representatives present needed a moment to process what he said. Veldora, yep, I'm the great Storm Dragon Veldora Tempest and sworn brother of Rimuru. Very few people have the chance to speak with me and live to tell the tale. You are all extremely fortunate, you should consider this an honor. Fuse fainted. Eren, oops, we lost Fuse again. Veldora, strange, he passed out from joy. Rimuru, sure, let's go with that. Gazelle. Rimuru, I must speak with you. Rimuru. I'm afraid that'll have to wait. Gazelle. Rimuru. Rimuru. So, you didn't truly believe me when I told you it was Veldora, did you? Rimuru said with a blunt stare. Gazelle felt checkmated somehow with that look alone. Rimuru. Steel yourself, this is only the beginning. Rimuru then checked on Fuse after giving him a moment to recover. Rimuru. You alright there, Fuse? Fuse. You gotta tell me this stuff, stop blindsiding me left and right. Rimuru. Well, that's the lovely difference between national secrets and international secrets now, isn't it? No worries, since it's all in the past now. Fuse. Not for me, it isn't. Rimuru. I'd say you're doing better now. Fuse. No, how am I supposed to report this news? Rimuru. You'll figure something out. Rimuru said while patting him on the back. Rimuru. With that, let us commence the meeting. I'll start by explaining our current situation. With that, Rimuru explained how he was an otherworlder that was reincarnated into this world, but not the fact that he was on his new Game Plus file, or what he really was. He also left out details on how long he had been in this world. Fuse. Hold on, you fought Hinata Sakaguchi and won. Rimuru. Yes, don't worry though, I didn't kill her. Eren looked at Shizu. She knew Hinata was her student and expected her to be downcast from hearing that the man she loved and her student had to fight, but her surprise was immeasurable when she saw how satisfied she looked at the news. Rimuru. Well, since I know Hinata is no threat to me, we can worry about the Western Holy Church later. Though we may need to enter into conflict with them, it's a matter we can hold for later while keeping an eye on them, of course. The sound of someone making contact with the glass ceiling and groaning as they hit it could be heard. Everyone looked up to see the source of this. Rimuru. Oh, hello, Romulus. After she got down from the glass, she was greeted by Rimuru. Rimuru. What brings you here? Romulus. Because I heard everything. Tempest, your country is doomed to fall. Rimuru. Number. Romulus. What do you mean no? Rimuru. I'm saying, no, as in that's not correct of an assumption. Romulus. Are you serious right now? Seal grabbed Romulus by her wings. Seal. Stop shouting and tell us why you're here in greater detail. Romulus. Seal, come on, stop that, let me go. As Romulus struggled and complained. Fuse. I'm sorry to ask, do you know this fairy? Rimuru. Yes, Romulus is a friend of mine. Romulus, would you mind just waiting a minute with Veldora? Romulus. Hey, don't just write me off. Seal then glared at Romulus with her cold eyes. Seal. My master made a generous request of you, surely you'll follow it. Romulus stiffed up as Seal put her on Veldora's chest. Seal. Both of you troublemakers just sit here and read your manga or whatever for now. Veldora and Romulus. Yes, ma'am. After confirmation on relations with the present representatives were closed, the meeting ended. Once Rimuru was greeted by Beretta, he asked Romulus for more details on why Tempest was doomed. Romulus. Walpurgis has been set in motion. Rimuru. Oh, is that all? Romulus. How can you be so calm when this is such a big deal? You literally started a war alongside Milam. What the hell was that? Rimuru. Stuff. Romulus. Stuff. If you keep this reckless stuff up and get yourself killed, I'll never be returned to my prime like you said, and who knows what will happen to my sweet Beretta. Beretta. I appreciate your concern for me. Rimuru. I appreciate you taking my side in this battle. Romulus. Then I'm sure you won't mind if I make a new entrance to my labyrinth here to you. Rimuru. Well, I suppose that isn't too much to ask, but when you get the chance, there's a private matter we need to settle. Romulus. Huh, what do you mean? Rimuru. You'll see and you'll love it. Now come on, let's go. Seal, come with me. Seal. Understood, master. Rimuru brought her with him to the imaginary space. Romulus. Where are we? Where is this place? Rimuru. I don't want to clean up the mess back in Tempset, so I figured here would be a better place. Romulus. A better place for what? Rimuru smirked. Rimuru. For me to make good on my deal. Romulus. Wait, you don't seriously mean? Rimuru. Yep, are you ready? Romulus. Hey, wait, this is all so sudden. Seal. Do you desire your prime or not? Romulus. Well, yeah, but. Oh fine, yeah, I'm ready. This better not be like some surgery thing. Rimuru. No, I decided to keep it simple by asking a reliable source for help. Azrael. Azrael. Yes, master, I'm here. What do you desire? Rimuru. Just one order of pixie turn to true form if you would. Azrael. Certainly. Would you like permanence with that? Rimuru. Yes, that would be great. Azrael. Understood then. Rimuru. I always wondered what she would look like in her prime. Azrael licked her lips. A light enveloped Romulus and an entirely different presence enveloped her as she took on a new form revealed to them. A bare form, Romulus was in her prime but completely naked, she turned red once aware of this. Romulus, what the hell? Rimuru looked away while Seal wasted no time in making Romulus decent. Romulus, what was that? Rimuru and Seal both looked exasperated as they had the same though. Rimuru and Seal, damn it Azrael. Azrael at that moment was laughing to herself. Rimuru, I am sorry about that, it was not my intention. Romulus, well I guess it would be expected that those clothes wouldn't fit me anymore now that I'm back in this state. Rimuru, how do you feel? Best to change the subject as soon as possible. Romulus, I don't know what sort of power that was that allowed you to do that, but it's odd. Even though I've just returned to this state, it felt as natural as putting on a separate outfit. It's hard to explain, but despite how I know it's different, I feel the same, yet I know I'm not. Rimuru, are you certain that it was your power that did this to me? Rimuru, well I guess in a way it was. Romulus, it does make me wonder, what even are you that even back in this state I know you're still stronger than me? Rimuru, what am I? Huh. I'll be honest, I don't know either, but if I ever find out I'll let you know. To be continued.